Hey, what's going on, guys? Ian, EW, Even Flow, whatever you want to call me here. And I'm here showing you what I've been playing basically for the past couple months. I haven't been playing that much Xbox at all, actually. Playing a lot of League of Legends, and I have fallen in love with the game. Such a great game. It's so much fun. It's so addicting. There's so much stuff to do, and just love it. Um, Basically, since all you guys are mainly Xbox and Call of Duty guys while you subscribe to me, I'm basically gonna show you how to play the game. And I don't think it's gonna be that long of a video. It's not gonna be that short. We just wanna get through the basics. So, see, this is the map in League of Legends. There's one map, well, I mean, there's other maps, but basically with the main map, this is the main map. It's called Summoner's Rift for the 5v5, which is the main, what do you call, main game, the main game type everyone really plays. So, what basically, this is the map. You spawn right here. Wait. I was trying to get this. I haven't even used this before. Uh, that's really not alright. Hold on, let me try and figure this out. Okay. Alright, this is gonna be easier. I wanna try and pick a different color though. Sorry, okay. Color, image, effects, utilities, colors, okay. Do a black. But whatever. Hope you guys can see that. You see the cursor right here. This is the base. So I'll zoom in a little too. So right here, this is where the base is. Basically this area right here, this is where you spawn in, and this whole area right here, that's the shop where you basically buy items, but that's gonna be later. We're gonna get into that later. Basically, you spawn on this thing, and you can actually go back anytime in the game and heal up right there. It'll give you restore all your health, all your mana, everything. So basically, these are the three lanes. There's top lane right here. That's where your top guys are gonna go. He's really a lot more of a, usually more of a tanky champion. I'm just gonna show you the champions. Like Akali right here is one of my favorite tops. She's a top champion. Darius is a top champion. He's really tanky. Elise is a top champion. All these Jace, like, champions are usually more tanky, and they're gonna be, really just farming, which is basically killing the minions, and getting a, hopefully doing really good late game. This second lane right here, this is the mid lane. And these are mainly your magic champions. And the magic champions, I'm just going to go with a couple. Annie right there, she's a magic champion. Anivia, Diana, Cassiopeia, Gragas. They're all magic champions, and they're trying to get a lot of minion kills too. Because they need to get, they want to get items because they're going to be some of the guys doing a lot of damage. And that's their lane right there. And then this is the bot lane. And this is actually the only lane in the game that has two people in it. And the two people are the AD carry and the support. Now the AD carry is the person doing mainly the attack damage, which is people like Ezreal right here, Graves right there, Vayne right there, she's an AD carry. Where's Kog'Maw? He's probably my favorite AD carry. They're the guys doing the main attack damage. They're trying to get minion kills too. And the other person there is the support. What's the support do? The support basically makes sure that their AD carry, gets through the laning phase well, lets them get as many minion kills as they can, keeps them alive, helps them attack the other AD carry and support. Your supports are going to be people like Janna, Blitzcrank, Lux can be a support. Nami, she was like one of my main for a while. Orianna can be a support, but Nunu, Soraka, Sona, they're all supports. And Tarek right there, he's probably the best, well, not the most played support. Support's actually my main position too, so that's probably the one I'm best at. And then it's a 5v5, so you know there's one guy there, one guy there, and two guys here, so that's only four. Where's the last guy? The last guy is the jungler. The jungler are people like junglers are like Dr. Mundo, Elise can be a jungler, but then people like Jarvan, Malphite, Lee Sin. Jungler really Maokai, like they can be other positions, but you know some are like mainly junglers like Shaco, which I don't have, but Shaco, Jin Zhao, they're all really good junglers. Well, jungler basically gets all these buffs, like so. Mainly, you see these things right here. They're called the inhibitors. Basically, as long as those things up, minions will spawn, and minions will go to the lanes. Like from here, they'll go this way. Then they'll meet up usually right here, unless the waves are pushed. And then you gotta kill them, and killing them gets you a certain amount of gold. And you do it's like same thing in all the lanes, but when in the jungle, especially like right there is where the wolves spawn. They give you gold. Right there is the blue buff, which is basically a buff that it's a big golem and it does good amount of damage. But if you get it, it will give you you know extra mana regen, cooldown reductions, extra I don't think it gives extra ability power, but it gives you basic cooldown reduction and mana reduction, which is really good for your mid to get. But the jungle usually gets that to start off just for the XP. Then right here is where the wraiths spawn. They're just a little camp that you kill for gold. Right here is where the red buff spawns, which is basically a lizard, which is also hard to kill. But if you kill that, it gives you extra attack damage and stuff like that. And here's where the golems spawn. And the golems are, again, just little camps you kill. Basically, the jungler's job is to kill all these, and he tries to gank. Well, what is ganking exactly? Well, let's say there's mid right here, okay? Mid versus mid. And then the one mid right here. I wish this eraser worked. Like, the eraser's just, like, adding more stuff on, so I really don't know. Because I haven't even actually used this, but anyway. The jungler, basically, let's say, we'll just do top because it's a better example. Let's say if you spawn on this side, and you're, oh, okay, well, let me get to this first. See right here, these things are turrets. I didn't even get to this, I'm so dumb, but basically your idea is to destroy these things, because these things shoot and basically kill the minions. Your job is to push the minions from your base all the way to theirs and destroy this thing, the Nexus. So, you want to destroy these, that's what you want to do in your laning phase. And basically after that you do whatever your team wants. But let's say if you're spawning on this side and your guy is getting pushed up to his turret and the other top laner is right here. Your jungler can actually come from behind and kill, like, jump on him right there, and your other guy, your top laner, will help, and usually you can probably get a kill. It's like, well, don't you think that's actually pretty cheap that they can do that and you won't know? That's why they made sight wards. Sight wards are basically an item. They cost 75 gold. You can put them in, you mainly should put them in bushes, like right here, because you can't see in bushes unless you have a sight ward. They basically give you vision. They last for 3 minutes, and then you have a pink ward that lasts for 5. And you put them right there, and they give you vision. So that's pretty much what you want to do. A top laner usually always buys a ward. Mid, it depends, but it's usually smart to put a ward, and you want to put it in either this bush right here or this bush right here, because depending on where the jungler is, like if it's usually a jungler who starts at the red side, you'd want a ward on the blue side, because usually the jungler would start on this side, then go over to this side, and then gank. But if it starts on blue side, the jungle will usually do wolves, and then blue, then go around, do wraiths, red, and then golem, and then gank you from this side. But it all depends, but you just ward whichever one. Now your support should really, they are the people who ward. Like, you do your support in the beginning. Here, I'm just gonna throw up another thing of the picture, just so I can clear that all out. Okay. So the jungler in the beginning, like usually junglers will start the blue buff. So your mid, your two bot guys, and your jungler will go this way. And the bot, it's really smart to either ward right here in that bush or right here at their wraiths. And it's really nice to know when the jungler's at their wraiths because then you can know if the mid, has to be careful, the bot has to be careful. The top has, if they're at wraiths, top can be a little more aggressive than usual. And it's just nice to have. So you want to throw wards down. You always want to have this warded. And this little pit right here is called the dragon pit. And basically, there's a dragon that's here. It's tanky and it's really, really crucial to get it early game. And basically when you get it right there, you get everybody on your team gets like an extra 200 gold, which is really huge because having that buff gives you extra gold and the other team can't get it. So you usually want to have this warded. But hopefully, it'd be nice to have it with a pink ward because you can the pink ward destroys all other wards. So if you throw a pink ward down, you can destroy the other ward and deny the other team actually any vision, which is really nice. And like I said, you usually want to ward this bush too earlier on, and then hopefully later you want to get that warded. And then once you have basically this turret destroyed, you can start warding here, basically get their whole jungle warded, so you know where they are at all times. And that's pretty much what you want to do with support. And that's pretty much the jungler's route right there. They kill these things, and then gank, and then do it again, then gank. It's really all you have to do. And if let's say like if the mid has to back, like to go if they're weak, have to go biomes or whatever, the jungler would go cover the mid lane so you don't lose any minions in XP. Same with top or bot. And that's pretty much it. And right here, this is the big guy. This is the Baron Pit. And the Baron Pit is kind of like the dragon. It gives you gold, but also gives you buffs. And they basically, they give you extra mana regeneration, extra health regeneration, extra attack power, extra ability power. Gives you a lot. And if you get that early enough, it's really huge because hopefully at that point in the game you can try and destroy the 3 turrets at the base. Hopefully inhibitor, which are these things. If you destroy that inhibitor, minions won't spawn in that lane until inhibitor comes back up. So it's really huge to get that early on. Not early on, like it's just huge to get that, but you don't necessarily need it to win the game. I've had so many times when we could easily win the game, but my teammates decided to do Baron like idiots. Then I tell them not to because we can win, and they call me dumb, and then we lose because of that. But it's whatever, because teammates really aren't going to listen to you, because this community is really full of assholes. But, like I said, what are you really going to do? It's pretty much, that's pretty much the basics. Like I said, you got the 2 lanes, pretty much just got to try and destroy the turrets with the inhibitors, and you want to destroy the Nexus. If you destroy that, you win, unless they surrender. And, actually, I'm going to go into items. Waiting for this tab to open up. My computer's so slow with the internet, like it runs games great, but with like the internet it's so slow. Jump up and get down. Actually, I think I'm gonna do items of another video. Pretty much like I said, that's the basics to League of Legends. You want to get, destroy the Nexus. You get the 3 lanes, and if you guys have any questions, leave in the comments. This was a very, very, basic, lesson. And, yeah, next video I will do items and show you what items you could buy. So, yeah, guys, I'll see you later. Peace.